I've already been introduced myself. There is no need to again introduce myself. So my topic is innovative approaches of banana cultivation and processing opportunities. No doubt, if you look over the production potential of the fruit crops, among them, the banana is the second largest produced fruit crop of the mango. And according to the NHB database, the production is around 36.6 million tons, with the acreage of 898,000 hectare. And no doubt, India is the largest producer of banana. That is the 27% of the world production. The leading states in banana production, mainly the Andhra Pradesh, which is the highest in production, as well as the productivity wise, the Maharashtra is the first rank in productivity, followed by Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Gujarat, and other states of the India, due to high nutritive value in terms of the minerals, many vitamins. It is the most important fruit crops so far as domestic purpose, with a high economic value and their year-round availability and then processing option. It has a great scope in terms of their processing option also. So keeping the banana importance in mind, as you all are aware that it has a very nutritious value in terms of their potassium, vitamins, fibers. You can see the screen that it has a lot of vitamin B in terms of B1, B3, B2, B5, B6. These are the some different name of the vitamins, along with the mineral contents like manganese, copper, potassium, manganese. These fruits are a rich source of minerals as well as the vitamins. And banana has a very short gestation period. It means it will start flowering and fruiting within 8 to 9 months and get assured returns to the farmers. And in spite of 1 minute, wait 1 minute. If you look over their area wise, the holding size, it can be cultivated by the large farmers, as well as marginal farmers and small farmers also, because it supports the livelihood. And it has the strong domestic demand as well as the export potential in both the terms, keeping this the banana cultivation one of the important fruit crops. If you look over the global production of banana, India ranked first with the 36.6 million metric ton of the production, followed by China, Indonesia, and you can see the Nigeria had 4th rank in the banana production. If you compete with the global banana production system in this context, you should have the variety which have leading export quality globally, with the increasing demand for quality and sustainable production. And the whatever variety that has been developed being developed, that should have the climate resilient variety that adopt in various agroclimatic conditions. And because of the adaptability in a wide range of climatic condition, there is a growing opportunity and value added processing to compete with the global market. If you look over the pictures for better production and productivity, the better input as well as the incorporation of the technology, both enhance the growth, production as well as the productivity. If we lacking in the input, that is the inferior quality of inputs, we are lacking in the technology, which is a precise technology, then we cannot compete with the global market. So there is a need to improve our technology as well as the input. Whatever inputs available, that should be of superior quality to produce the production and productivity of the banana. And another, to compete with the international markets, one should have the superior yield and better ripening characteristic market appeal quality variety, as well as the whatever variety is available that should be resistant to disease and that have capacity to adapt in various climatic conditions. These features are important that can be generated through genetically modified lines. Whatever variety are selected that are fit for the local climate and the soil condition and ultimately lead to the market demands and quality parameters. So in case of the variety selection, three types of banana you can see: the desert purpose, culinary purpose, as well as the hill banana. That depends upon the choice of the farmers, what type of variety he wanted to cultivate. If he want to cultivate desert type of variety, then they can go for the Robusta, Dark Cavendish, Grandin, Rastali. These are the variety which is for desert purpose. For culinary purpose, the Monthan, Monthan, Chakaya, they cultivated for the culinary purpose. Nendran is the dual purpose variety used for the desert as the culinary purpose. Another is the hill banana, this popular variety of banana suitable for the hilly areas, Virupachi, Sirumalai, and other variety, red banana. These are some variety which are suitable for the hilly climatic conditions. Regarding the propagation, the conventional method of propagation is practiced by the farmers. In case of the conventional method of propagation, the pseudostem, the first cut, leaving the 20 centimeter from the corms, the root and superficial damaged portion of the corm is trimmed out. Whatever, if there is a damaged or there is some defect, then you should trimmed out. The corm then dipped in 5 minutes in carbendazim, 0.1% to avoid any disease, any fungal disease, as well as to avoid with the insect infestation. Farmers should apply the 30 gram of carbofuran that is available in the market in the granular form per suckers. You can see how which type of suckers should be selected by the farmers. Generally, the sword suckers. As the participants know, there are the water sucker and the sword suckers. The sword suckers, they have shown in the picture. You can see the sword suckers, their tip is just like a tip of the swords, while the water suckers, their broad tips is you can see in the pictures. So for the better propagation propagules, you should select the sword suckers for the propagation purpose. The pseudo-stem is cut 11 to 20 centimeter from the corm. This is a conventional type of method to prepare the planting material. Then dip the corm in slurry solution of 4 parts clay plus 5 parts water. Why this slurry solution is important for the dipping of this corm? Because if you cut the suckers from the main plants, then there may be a chance of desiccation. There may be a chances of desiccation and with the infestation. So to avoid the desiccation, we have to maintain the moisture level. And as far as if you go for the transport to the longer distance, then this slurry also maintain the moisture level, so that it is a better. If you go for the plantation in the field, the establishment will be better. You can see in the picture how the corm is dipped in the slurry solution. That then apply the carbofuran 30 gram of granular form per suckers to avoid any insect infestation. In spite of conventional method of propagation, nowadays a tissue culture sapling is gaining much more important in case of the banana. If you look over the private companies like Jain Irrigation, Jain Irrigation is the most leading company in India that export the tissue culture sapling to other country also. The annual production of this Jain Irrigation, this banana sapling is around 2 to 4 crore saplings per annum and exported to other countries. Why this tissue culture sapling is important? Because whatever plantlets are uh, produced through tissue culture, they are the pest and disease free, have the uniform growth, that have the faster cycle, that is the rapid growth compared to the conventional methods, and that have the better protection against pest and disease, that enhance the resistance power in the sapling. So another aspect is the planting method for the banana. There are three methods generally practiced by the farmer. There is a pit method, individual pits dug out by the farmers, and a single suckers are planted. While the sometimes farmers also used to plant this banana suckers in the furrow methods. Some farmers used to follow the planting methods like trench method as shown in the picture. As compared to the conventional method of planting, nowadays a concept of high density planting is much more popular to get the higher production as well as the productivity per hectare. If you compare with the traditional method of planting, you can accommodate only 1,800 to 2,000 plants per hectare. While in high density planting, you can accommodate 3,000 to 4,500 plants per hectare. So certainly you can see that it is better in case of high density planting, we can utilize the whatever resources available that are efficiently utilized for the higher yield per unit area as well as the uniform canopy management. So for getting the higher yield, to increase the production and productivity, the farmer should practice to follow the high density planting. You can see the high density planting, that is normal planting, 1 suckers per pit, that accommodate around 2,500 suckers per hectare. While if you plant 3 suckers per pit, then you can accommodate the 4,800 suckers per hectares. No doubt. So you can see the maximum number of plants can be accommodated in 3 suckers per pit method of planting under high density planting. If you compare the different system of planting, then you can see that in a square system, you can accommodate 3,000, around 3,000 population suckers per hectare. Under paired row system, the farmers can accommodate around 5,200 plants per hectare as compared to the 3 sucker per hill or 2 suckers per hill, a triangular system of planting. You can see in the letter in the picture how the 3 plants per hills, how the planting can be done, as well as the paired row system, that is the 5,200 plants can be accommodated in a hectare for getting the maximum production as well as the productivity and getting the uniform canopy. As well as the irrigation and fertigation system, no doubt it is more popular nowadays. Especially the drip irrigation is followed in the area where there is a water in scarcity. To save the water up to 40 to 60%, one should go for the drip irrigation to avoid the wastage of this valuable natural assets. The fertilizers, drip gene irrigation also develop this drip irrigation, that is a fertilization irrigation, in which the fertilizer applied through irrigation for utilizing the better nutrient efficiency, reduce the disease incidence, improve the bunch quality, as well enable the precise supply to nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash, as well as the micronutrients. Whatever amounts is required by a particular plants, that are injected, that are given through the fertigation in accurate manner. Some practices, intercultural operations like mulching and soil health management is most important in case of the banana cultivation. No doubt, mulching is important, especially in the area where the water is very limited. In such a case, one should go for the use of organic mulches like crop residue and other leaf of this banana. to reduce the evaporation as well as the weed growth. And you can also see the as the time advances, there is a slow degradation of a fast degradation of the leaves that also incorporate the organic carbon to the soil, which help the soil health to improve up to the mark. These improve soil moisture and temperature regulation that integrate with the organic manures, biofertilizer, mycorrhiza for increased nutrient uptake. Sometimes the nutrients are applied in the fields, they are not readily absorbed by the plants, because if there is a lack of, or there is a not sufficient quantity of beneficial microorganisms which are helpful uh, to make the nutrients in usable form, that is in ionic form, then plants cannot absorb as such. So these beneficial microorganisms are most important to make the nutrients available to the plants, which are readily available to the plants in the form of ionic. So drip irrigation. In case of the nutrient and fertilizer management, this slide show that the annual nutrient requirement per hectare, nitrogen required 250 to 300 kilogram per hectare, phosphorus 25 to 40 kg per hectare, as well as the potassium. Potassium is the one important nutrient that have capacity to improve the quality of the horticultural crops, not only the banana, but any fruit crops. The quality can be improved by the application of potassium, as well as it creates the resistance in the plants against the abiotic and abiotic stresses. The potassium is applied in annually around 800 to 1,200 kilogram per hectare. The standard recommendation for the application of these nutrient is 10 kilogram farmyard manure plus 200 to 250 gram nitrogen plus 60 to 70 gram phosphorus plus 300 gram potash per plants. So you can see in the table that month-wise fertilizer schedule per plant is given. It is important that sometimes this potassium as well as the phosphorus is given at the time of planting, before 1 week planting, while the nitrogen is given in some split doses. As well as in concern to the organic manure and basal application, the farmyard manure generally applied 40 to 50 tons per hectare. That should be well decomposed FIM. Otherwise, if there is the FIM is not well decomposed, that will offer the food for the many termites. That is another problem, especially in the arid and semi-arid areas, especially in central India. What I observed that if there is a low level of organic matter in the soil, that offer the if you apply the FIM which is not well decomposed, then that will provide food to the termites, and that will affect the main crop also. If you apply the farmyard manure, naturally it improves the physical condition of the soil, that is their texture as well as the structure, the carbon exchange capacity, as well as the microbial activity. The basal dose of the any organic manure is applied at the time of planting, mix with the pit 20 to 25 gram phosphorus plus 75 to 100 gram potash, plant with the farmyard manure. Generally, what farmers apply the fertilizers, the farmers generally apply the fertilizers near to the plants. It is a very bad practice. The fertilizer should not do not place fertilizer directly on the tissue culture plantlets or near the suckers. Use some soil separation, otherwise it will create damage to the suckers. The time of this application of this basal application is applied 2 to 3 weeks before planting to allow the incorporation into the soil. The fertigation and the drip irrigation, what are the advantages? I described earlier that the precise nutrient delivery, whatever amount is required by the plant is that are given in precise manner through fertigation. They reduce fertilizer waste. If you apply the fertilizer through broadcast, no doubt that will increase the cost of their uh, inputs. So with the application of fertigation, you can reduce the cost of cultivation, high nutrient use efficiency, as well as the uniform growth. So recommended schedule weekly or fortnightly for the small frequent dosage of NPK via drip line that has given in the slide. You can see sometimes you can see there is a micronutrient deficiency symptoms. No doubt, most of the citrus species also suffer from the nutrient deficiency. But in case of banana, there is a deficiency of not only micronutrients, some macronutrients also. So farmers generally very reluctant about the deficiency of the nutrients. The deficiency can be seen by only through visual observation or through tissue analysis or through soil testing. So through visual analysis, you can see that if there is a zinc deficiency, then yellow strips between the veins, narrow, pointed young leaves. You can see if there is a boron deficiency, the deformed leaves, curling is another symptoms of the boron deficiency, reduced bunch weight. In case of magnesium, marginal yellowing of the older leaves, purpling, mottling, or petaloids. In case of the iron, you can see the mid-rib remain green and the chlorophyll of the leaves totally lost, due to which the photosynthesis will not take place properly. The photosynthesis not produce, ultimately lead to the poor growth of the plants. As I discussed earlier, in case of the potassium, the scorching of the leaves start from the margin and progress towards the midrib. That is the typical symptoms of the potassium. In case of the potassium deficiency and manganese, there is a narrow green edge at the leaf margin. So how to correct the micronutrient deficiency? There should be some strategy to follow for the correction of micronutrient deficiency. Like if there is a zinc deficiency, then farmers should go for the application of 50 gram zinc sulfate per plant at the planting, or 3 gram per liter as a foliar spray at 45 to 60 days after the planting. Then if there is a deficiency of boron, then one should go for the 20 gram borax per plant at the time of planting, or 0.2% foliar application of boric acid 4 to 5 months. If there is a deficiency of magnesium, then 25 to 50 kilogram per hectare magnesium sulfate is required to overcome the deficiency of the magnesium. If there is a iron deficiency, then 5 gram ferrous sulfate plus 1% urea in 1 liter water is sprayed 3 to 4 weeks intervals during growing season, recover the iron deficiency. These are the some strategy to overcome the micronutrient deficiency. There are some important intercultural operations followed in case of the banana cultivation. That is the desuckering. There are so many suckers arise from the main pseudostems below the ground level that need to be removed. Otherwise, whatever nutrients are available inside the soil, that will utilize firstly by these suckers, which are not in use, and ultimately lead to the poor growth and development of the main plants. Another intercultural operation is propping. If there is a heavy load of hands or bunch, there may be a chances of falling of the whole bunch, dropping of the whole bunch to the ground. So there is a need of support with the bamboo sticks. That term is called propping. Denavling is another process in which after the proper pollination and development of female florets, you should go for the removal of male florets, inflorescence from the tip for the better growth and development. And another intercultural operation to that is the mulching, is the important operation to maintain the soil moisture, to reduce the weed infestation, uh, to improve the nutrient status of the soil by adding some micronutrients through the degradation. Another important aspect is the precision farming in banana. Many technologies have been evolved by many institutes. Nowadays, it's time to follow the precision farming. They eject. In case of precision farming, you have to go for the drip irrigation, that is the efficient water management system, digital yield mapping, precise fertilizer application. In spite of broadcasting the nutrient to the whole fields, through precision farming, through mapping, we can find out which pocket is deficient in which particular nutrients. And on the basis of analysis, one should go for the application of precise manner of fertilizer for that particular pocket, in spite of spraying the whole fields. That is the wastage of money. The viable rail technology optimize nutrient delivery as well as the resource efficiency. We can save the 10 to 20% nutrient reduction with the maintained higher yield. For the sustainable production farming approach, what should be kept? Some points in your mind: that the optimal spacing for better growth and air circulation for the healthier plants. For getting the better quality of fruits, for better growth and development of plants, one should follow the integrated pest management, integrated nutrient management, as well as for improving the soil health, one should go for the organic fertilization. Otherwise, with the continuous use of chemical fertilizer, the soil becomes sick. Most of the nutrients are fixed inside the soil layer, which is not used by the plants. So for the better utilization, as well as to maintain the microbial population, beneficial microbe population up to the mark, one should go for the application of organic fertilization. And to climate resilient farming practices should be adopted according to the change of the climate. Some factors which also lead to the reduction in the banana cultivation or banana production. What are the factors? These factors are like pest, disease, nutritional, even the climatic factors. These three factors which limit the banana cultivation. So in case of the insect pest of the banana, you can see in the picture clear-cut view of the banana stem borer. That is that stem borer, that is caterpillar, gradually insert inside, create a pin head holes, gum execution and leaf in the leaf bases, and slowly and slowly feed inside the pseudo stem, and ultimately the whole banana stem infested with the banana stem borer. Some control measures need to be practiced, that is cultural practice, that remove and destroy the infected plants, plant suckers deep into the grounds, and the prune away and dry and dead leaves to reduce humidity as well as the air circulation, which also attract the pest. Some biological controls, that is, they encourage the presence of beneficial parasitoids like wasps and parasitic flies and entomopathogenic fungi, Beauria bassiana, Bacillus thuringiensis. These are the some use of some compatible biopesticide to control the banana stem borer. In spite of biological control, one should go for the chemical control. For example, apply appropriate 2% dialin or 2% carbaryl. And in spite of these cultural and biological and chemical control, one should, that is, farmers should have sanitation process also to remove and destroy the infested any parts of the plants. Another insect pest of the banana is the banana aphid, most devastating insect that act as a vector for spreading the banana bunchy top virus, most devastating. So there is a need to control the aphid so that the banana bunchy top virus cannot propagate. We can control in advanced. So in case of the cultural control measure, we have to go for the cultural practices like use virus-free tissue culture plants, oblique suckers. Nowadays, generally farmers purchase the tissue culture plants in spite of the suckers. Rog infected plants immediately, as well they destroy, avoid overhead irrigation to reduce the humidity. In case of the biological control, consume the predators like ladybird, lacewings, and these are the some predators as well as parasitides. Apply neem oil or entomopathogenic fungi to the colonies for the better control of the aphids. Chemical control, you can spray the imidacloprid, that is the systemic insecticide, 2 to 3 application at 10 to 15 days intervals. Important, in spite of this, the integrated pest insect management, insect pest management is the what at most important. Another insect pest of banana is the banana scab moth. As you can see that banana scab moth is a significant pest of the banana, causing cosmetic scarring that render the fruit, which lead to the unmarketable, especially in the wet season. Larvae feed on the young growing fruits under the bracts, leading to the black scab. Adults are small, pale moth, active at dusk. To control these banana scab moth, the natural predators like wasp, parasites, spider, and other general predators to provide a low-level natural control. Biopesticide, you can use the biopesticide containing formulation of spinosad, Beauveria bassiana. These are some biopesticide that can control the this banana scab moth. The chemical control applies some synthetic pesticide like chlorovirifos, bifenthrin. These are the some biodiac for the bunch infection. Another limiting factor for the banana cultivation is disease infestation. The Panama wilt, most devastating this disease in case of the banana. You can see the clear-cut symptom of the banana wilt. The leaf become yellowing, start from the older leaves, progressive wilting and brittle leaves, that is pseudo stem splitting, and eventually plant become die. So to avoid the banana wilt, we have to go for some management practices like pathogen-free resistant varieties like Cavendish and a Goldfire. These are some varieties which are resistant to the Panama wilt. Use of some fungicide like Pseudomonas fluorescens, Trichoderma viride, Trichoderma hazaranum. These are some fungicide that also control the Panama wilt. Sometimes there is a soil drainage, reduce fungal growth and spread. Drainage facilities should be maintained in the field. Otherwise, if there is a stagnation of water, then ultimately this Fusarium axisporum is most devastating to reduce the whole to spread the disease very fastly in whole field, and farmers may face the problem. One of the important aspect generally in the generally farmers are not practicing the crop rotation, and crop rotation is the one of the important aspect to reduce the any infestation of insect pest disease, even the weeds. So crop rotation must be followed in case of the any fruit crops, particularly the banana and other which are generally involved in nature. Another disease of banana is Sigatoka leaf spot. It is of two types, black Sigatoka and the yellow Sigatoka. The black Sigatoka is most devastating, the severe form, rapid leaf destruction as compared to the yellow Sigatoka. The black Sigatoka, the symptom of this black Sigatoka is first the minute chlorotic streak or lower leaf surface. You can see in the picture which is shown in the slides, there is a dark brown or reddish streak with the yellow holes, large necrotic lesions, coalescence on the leaves, and the complete leaf sheath, and there is a shading of the whole leaves. How to manage the black Sigatoka? There is some strategy one should follow. The use disease-free certified planting material from the registered nursery. The plant-resistant tolerant varieties, as I discussed in earlier, maintain optimal plant spacing for air circulation. Otherwise, if there is a much more dense that provide the congenial environment for the spreading of many diseases, even the insect pests. The regular field sanitation and weed control is another important to remove the host for the this spread of this disease. The fungicide like chlorothalonil or copper fungicides, that is a COC, you can apply 1 to 1.5 gram for 1 to 1.5 kilogram per acre. Another disease is yellow sigatoka. It is not moderately severe as compared to the black sigatoka. In case of this yellow sigatoka, the pale yellow spots on the leaf surface with no prominent halo, small dark streaks on the lower leaf surface, and with a slower disease progression than the black sigatoka. So you can see the more severe is the black sigatoka as compared to the yellow sigatoka. So yellow discoloration and before necrotic development, moderate leaf damage, and ultimately there is a reduced yield. So to avoid the infestation of this yellow sigatoka, one should use some strategy to follow some strategy like use disease-free planting material, certified planting material, maintain optimal plant spacing, regular field sanitation, as same control measure practice in case of the black sigatoka. This disease is most devastating that generally have bad impact on the cultivation of this banana. Whole field is directly infected with the bunchy top virus that is spread through aphid, as I discussed in the previous slide, that is transmitted by the banana aphids that cause a rosette-like stunted leaf growth as shown in the picture. There is a severe yield reduction and can halt the production. That generally drastically reduce the production of the banana. So one should control the aphid through pesticides, that is the vector control. Otherwise, if vectors is not controlled, then this disease is spread very fastly. Remove infected plants, destroy the plants immediately. And regular monitoring is one important aspect. If there is a progressive harness, then you should regularly visit your field and monitor these type of symptoms. If there is a symptom, then uproot the whole plants and then keep it away from your main fields. Use some certified materials, and there is a use of some resistant variety. This is Grandine, Safed Welchi, red banana. These are the some variety of the banana which are resistant to the Panama bunchy top virus. So to control the disease, in spite of particular method, we have to follow the integrated disease management in which cultural practices follow, that is the field hygiene, weed removal, use of some resistant stock or variety, use some biological control like Trichoderma harziana, use some fungicide. So combination of these component is important to control the disease infestation in case of the banana, in spite of using one method. Then come to the value-added farm practices. Generally, the banana pseudostem is utilized for the fiber extraction. Banana leaves is utilized for making the plates, that is eco-friendly packaging, and to on-farm minimal processing is also that should be practiced by the farmers. That is there should be a ripening chambers to avoid the over ripening after the harvest. Sorting and grading is unit must be there, so that infected fruits must be sorted at the field level to avoid any damage to the fresh fruit while transportation. So banana fiber industry is nowadays gaining much more important fiber extracted from the pseudo stem that are applied to make the handicrafts, ropes, textile, biodegradable plates, paper and packaging, even that circulate the economy. That we can say that by using the waste material, we can create the wealth, that is create the value of the waste. Banana leaf products, I discussed that for making the eco-friendly plates and packaging, high demanded to ban of single-use plastic. Earlier, frequently used by the these plastic plates, but nowadays in market, many biodegradable plates that is made up of either banana or sugarcane bagasse is very hygienic. So a small enterprise opportunity exists in even the in local market or in the some district level or tahsil level to use of this banana waste material to convert them into wealth material. Why banana is important? Generally, the post-harvest losses is 20 to 30%. So to reduce the post-harvest losses, processing is important. To enhance the shelf life and marketability, banana processing is important. Otherwise, you cannot keep the ripe banana for a longer period. But you convert them in different products. They can keep up to 1 year, 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. And whenever you want to utilize, then you can utilize them. There is a open opportunity for the startups and rural enterprises. No doubt that banana cultivation is generally practiced not only by the large farmers, but also the small farmers and marginal farmers. So this provide a great opportunity to the marginal, the small farmers for the development of any enterprise related to the banana cultivation. And this banana had the high export demand for the processed banana products. There are so many products that have been developed, even being developed by the many institutes which are utilized, liked by the people's. Value-added processing opportunity, like the unripe banana used for making the flour, chips, and starches. Ripe banana can be used for the puree, juices, ice cream, base, etc. Their byproducts can be used for making the peel, powder, vinegar, even used in cosmetic industry. So we can make premium products for the global market that lead to the market expansion. And this in such processing industry, innovative idea must be utilized. So additional value-added products like puree and beverages, like RTS juice, smooth yogurts, and dairy products, you can add these banana pulp in this dairy products also to increase their value. Some specialty products like jam, jelly, vinegar, pectin, and premium biscuits can also be made through banana, and that have gained much more space in the market. In spite of their many benefits, we have many challenges as well as their solution. What are the challenges? That the banana is a high perishable crop, so it is one of the challenge. How to reduce their perishability? There is a much more price fluctuation. Sometimes farmers get much more price of the same product, sometimes less price from the same products. So there is a high fluctuation in the price. 20 to 30% post-harvest losses. There is a need to reduce the post-harvest losses. Lack of value addition units. In India, we are facing the problem of value addition units. Generally, from my side, my view is that the processing unit must be established at the sea level in a block level. Then farmers can easily utilize this processing unit, their raw material, for making the different processed product and for fetching the better price in the markets. And what are the solution to overcome these challenges? There must be a cold chain development so that there may be a reduce the spoilage through high heat and other factors. The contract farming is one of the important aspect in contract farming. As you know that farmers contract with the buyers with the terms and condition, and buyers also provide some inputs, credit, even the technical inputs, and buy their products with a better price, even the price is fluctuating in the market. Then there should be a cooperative, a cluster-based processing unit, so that the small farmers as well as marginal farmers can be benefited through these cluster-based processing units. And to make the better cultivation practices, to get the technical know-how, the farmers must be trained through training, that is a capacity building program. Even the training should be given to the dropout time to time. Whatever technology have been developed by the many institute for getting the benefits of this technology, to know the technical know-how in advance, and so that the farmers can utilize this technology for their production of the cultivation of this banana. So what are the benefits and opportunity that provide the employment generation, the rural and urban community development opportunity, reduced post-harvest losses, to create better waste management, even the resource utilization, enhance the profitability through value addition, even the alignment with the sustainable development, that is climate resilience. That are the benefits and opportunity of this banana cultivation. And in the last, we can say that banana offers vast scope through innovative cultivation as well the value addition. Adoption of modern technologies can significantly enhance the productivity, as well as the processing sector open the avenues for rural income, employment, as well as the export of these banana processing ultimately lead to the prosperity of the small, marginal, among the progressive farmers. So, future of banana industry, if you apply the innovation with technology as well as the sustainability of technology for a longer duration, that lead to the prosperity of the farmers, that is the embracing the precision farming and value-added processing for global competitiveness. So this is all about the banana cultivation with the innovative approaches. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Anyone, if you have any query, you can ask.
गुड इवनिंग सर।
गुड इवनिंग
सर, आपने बताया था इंटरकल्चर प्रैक्टिसेस में डिनेवेलिंग प्रैक्टिसेस बताई थी।
ओके
सर, उसके बारे में थोड़ा जानना था।
डिनेवेलिंग प्रैक्टिसेस में हम क्या हाँ जनरली क्या करते हैं कि जब हमारा जो फीमेल इन्फ्लोरेसेंस में फ्रूट सेटिंग हो जाती है, तो जो मेल इन्फ्लोरेसेंस जो स्टॉक लगा रहता है उसके लोअर पोर्शन पे, दैट शुड बी रिमूव्ड, अदरवाइज दैट ऑफर सम shelter for the many insect pests and diseases, and also lead to the hamper the growth and development of the fingers as well as the hands. So that is why the important practices generally followed in case of the banana cultivation.
ओके सर। और सर, क्या बनाना को टोटली ऑर्गेनिक बेस्ड फार्मिंग कर सकते हैं?
बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं, बट फ्रॉम माय साइड आपको अगर ऑर्गेनिक जाना है तो अचानक नहीं जाना चाहिए, इंटीग्रेटेड अप्रोच में हमें जाना है। धीरे धीरे हर साल हमें जो है केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स की डिपेंडेंसी को कम करना होगा और ऑर्गेनिक मैटर को धीरे धीरे ऐड करना होगा, जिससे कि हमारा प्रोडक्शन लेवल ड्रास्टिकली रिड्यूस ना हो। Our objective to maintain the production potential of the banana cultivation. So I think you should go for the integrated nutrient management in spite of organic. But nowadays, most of the peoples are conscious about their health, though they need some organic products. So for getting for fetching the higher price in the market, you should go for the organic production of the banana.
एंड सर, एक अदर क्वेश्चन है, जैसे हमारी सॉइल में बेनिफिशियल माइक्रोब्स प्रेजेंट है या नहीं, तो उसका सर एक एज ए फार्मर कैसे पता लग सकता है?
जनरली हम ये रिकमेंड करते हैं कि अगर आपके पास में कोई अगर यूनिवर्सिटी है ना, कोई इंस्टीट्यूट है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का, तो अपने सॉइल की टेस्टिंग कराइए और उससे पता लग जाएगा कि उसमें कौन कौन से पैथोलॉजिकल जो लेबोरेटरी होती हैं वो बताते हैं कि इसमें बेनिफिशियल माइक्रोब्स हैं कि नहीं हैं। साथ में सॉइल टेस्टिंग लेबोरेटरी में जाकर हम ये भी पता कर सकते हैं कि कौन से न्यूट्रिएंट एक्सेस में है, कौन सा डेफिसिट में है। तो विदाउट ये टेस्टिंग के जो हम ऐसे नहीं बता सकते हैं, लेकिन जनरली आप लोग देखे होंगे पहले क्या होता था कि जब हल बैल चलते थे खेतों में, है ना, तो आप खेत में जाइए तो एक मिट्टी से एक सोंधी से महक आती थी, है ना। लेकिन अब अगर आप जाएं तो आपको लगेगा जैसे कि उसमें से केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स की एक स्मेल आती है, ड्यू टू एक्सेसिव यूज ऑफ द केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स। Due to use of excessive chemical fertilizers, the pH of the soil also raised. The beneficial microbes reduced, their population is reduced. Even कहते थे किसानों के मित्र केचुए, है ना, अर्थवर्म, nowadays they are away from the fields. वो खत्म हो गए, किसानों के मित्र खत्म हो गए, है ना। नहीं तो पहले होता था कि बारिश होती थी, लगता कि हम पैर कहाँ रखें, लेकिन अब ये स्थिति है कि जो किसानों के मित्र वो खत्म हो गए। So to maintain the population of these earthworm as well as the beneficial microbes like actinomycetes, basidiomycetes, and one should go further application of organic matter like farm yard manure, even vermicompost. That ultimately that provide food to these beneficial microbes also and maintain the population